Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Wish, Disney Animation's next film. Now, I have to be honest, I love Disney. I love Disney so much. And again, especially now that they also have Marvel and Star Wars, which, are, two of my, lifebloods, two of my lifelong um loves, if you will. Okay, brief thing. Again, I've always loved Disney in general. Um, just again, as a kid, Disney and animation and whatnot. You know, to the days of oops, and I'm about to drop all that stuff. To the days of the Disney afternoon, where you had things like Gargoyles. Of course, DuckTales, Chippendale, Tailspin, Darkwing. Let's get dangerous, and so forth. Again, the golden age of the Disney Renaissance, and Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, etc., up until recent, Pixar, which they acquired, and then, like I said, in the last now over a decade, 15, 20 years, again, Marvel and Star Wars. Again, as a kid, I can't even remember the first Marvel things that I watched, was familiar with. But of course, love for like Spider-Man and stuff. And then of course in the 90s, collected comics. Me and my brothers, we loved Spider-Man and the X-Men animated series, Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, not as much or whatever. But anyways, so Marvel. Loved Marvel growing up throughout the years, and again, Star Wars, of course, as a kid. The original trilogy, and then through the years, obviously, all the different things that we got, the prequels. Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance. I never did finish because I never really got into Resistance. But anyways, all these things. I love Marvel, and again, I mean Marvel, Disney, and again, like I said, Disney. Of course, you have Pixar. Of course, the Toy Story franchise. You have things like Elemental, Inside Out. Again, Pixar has always been, Incredibles, Pixar. Turning Red, which I agree with many. Foremost, when the people say this, so I watched John Campea, where it was a crime. I get it was the pandemic, but it was a crime that Turning Red was dropped onto Disney Plus and not put in theaters, because that movie's so good. And like I said, Disney Animation Studios, once they went CG, again, Frozen. I love Frozen. Frozen 1, Frozen 2, okay, and different things. And so in general, Soul, I really liked Soul, which was one that was dropped directly to Disney Plus, which I thought it was okay, but not biggie. But in overall, there's stuff, Moana and whatnot. So it's just like, their next one is Wish, and I'm sorry I've gone on this whole little rant here, just to say, the little bit I've seen, the first trailers from Wish and the synopsis and everything, I'm not overly ecstatic for Wish. I'm just going to be honest, just from what I've said. Now, again, it could be something that I end up watching, because there are a number of Pixar, Disney Studios films from like the last 5 years. There are not a number, but a couple of them, including Luca, that I haven't watched yet. Full disclosure. Or Coco and frack. Family Madrigal, Encanto. Okay, yeah, I haven't watched any of those. So there's like a handful that I'm behind on. So like I said, even though I've heard great things and people love them and all, I was kind of interested for those. I just never got around to it. But Wish is one I'm not really. But that being said, let's go ahead and check out the official trailer for Wish. And here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Asha!
I'm here. Whew, just 1 second. Let me catch my breath. Once upon a time stood Rosas, a most magical kingdom, founded by a king with the power to grant wishes.
You are their handsomest, most beloved king.
You're right. I am a handsome king.
I'm so nervous, I think I'm going to explode.
My best friend, the king's apprentice.
My mouth drooping? I feel like it's drooping.
Asha, come with me. the wishes of Rosas.
Whoa.
People give their wishes to me, and I grant the wishes I am sure are good for Rosas.
Some of these will never be granted.
Not some, most.
They deserve more than...
I decide what everyone deserves.
So I look up at the stars to guide me
I wish.
and throw caution to every warning sign.
Oh, you spoil us with your magic.
I didn't do it.
What?
Last night, I made a wish on a star. And the star answered.
I'm talking. I am talking. Ha! Who knew my voice would be this low?
I believe I have just been threatened.
Who would dare threaten you?
I have no response to that.
So I look up at
There is a traitor amongst us. Find Asha.
caution to every warning.
It's a dead end.
With unsanded mahogany. Yeah.
Oh, good find, Valentino.
My butt found it.
I started this. I have to finish it.
So I make this wish.
What are you hiding? Nothing. And nobody.
What is going on in there?
Okay, ladies! Your wings can't fly, but your voices can!
Okay. So it looks cute. I mean, again, of course, again, looks like Disney animation. Going to be great music, and I think is that Ariana DeBose. I think who's singing. Okay. Who's playing the character Asha? I think her name is. So the normal Disney formula, if you will. I mean, like I said, it looks cute and kind of charming, but at the same time, it's not something that's just like, you want to go see that. Again, I see that more as maybe one of those things that, like I said, if had like a little brother, sister, nephew, niece, or of course, kid that might be more inclined. I'm just saying for me to see. But I guess because I think, again, it's been a while now. I think I kind of felt the same way for like when Moana came out. I was just like, okay, what do we got here? I was like, it looks fascinating to me, but I didn't see Moana when it first came out. I can't remember why that was. But like I said, I think at that point I wasn't going, to the movies nowhere near how I have been like in the last year or two, especially this past year between classes. So maybe that was partly it, and I was just like, nah, I'm not spending my money to go see. I'll wait till it comes out, whatever. And again, I really enjoy Moana, for instance, I'm saying in general. But as far as it has some of my favorite songs, Disney songs, from it in general. Of course, how far I'll go, and of course, Shiny and You're Welcome. Yeah, some of my favorite songs. And again, that's amongst the pantheon of amazing Disney music. Again, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Beauty and the Beast. And again, for the newer, and then of course again the classics, be it from Pinocchio, When You Wish Upon a Star, to Peter Pan, You Could Fly. To just again, Disney music is amazing and magical, and all that. And I'm sure the songs in this will be cool and magical and stuff. Again, from Frozen, Let It Go, Love Is an Open Door. That again, songs I absolutely love. And like I said, I thought the movies were okay or whatever. So I'm sure again, one of these days I will give it a chance. Do I see myself going to see it in the theater unless somebody else wants to go see it? Honestly, no, because it just drives me. Now maybe there'll be one more trailer that comes out and I see something that'll be like, oh my god, that looks great. But again, the concept, the king can grant wishes, as we see now more from the story, which I do like that we see more from the story now. Only some, like a small percentage, actually has their wishes granted for whatever reason he decides. I guess he said the ones that are best for the kingdom. And then Asha, inadvertently, she wishes on a star, which comes down, ends up granting all these other wishes, and shenanigans follow, and the whole thing, the talking goat, I get kind of, again, that's Disney fare. Okay. The little star thing, okay. I think one of the things that lost me most were the chickens. The first chicken, the chicken growing big and all that, I was like, whatever. And then the whole musical number that the goat's directing the chickens, and he found the secret passage. My butt found that. I was like, yeah, no. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop because I don't want to sound like what was the term, negative Nelly or whatever. I'm sure for many, they see it, it seems somewhat charming and they love it. For me, no, not as much. So, anyways, that is my reaction to the official trailer for Wish. As always, feel free to share, subscribe, shares. Okay, something's telling me I missed something there. Like, share, and subscribe, and of course, hit that little notification button if you're interested, so when I do drop something else. If I haven't totally soured you with my thoughts on Wish. And feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think for the trailer for Wish, whether you're a great Disney fan like I am, or you're not a Disney fan and you're just looking at it. And if you have any suggestions on anything else in general you would care to see me react to, talk about, do one of these days, whenever I have more time and get back to gaming, I'm sure I'll stream a little bit more. But which I haven't done any. Well, I haven't even touched my PlayStation, I think, in like month and a half at least. But anyways, as always, thanks for watching.